Good morning. Now we are going to see about Java arrays. So we have seen different data types. We have int, float, double, character, everything we have seen. But if you want to store one or more variables in of the same data type, we have declared certain variables and we can store one value to a single variable that you all know. Now if I want to store one or more values to a single variable, how to store? That concept can be adapted with the help of your arrays. Okay, so array is nothing but it's a collection of similar type of elements. Array is a collection of similar type of elements with contiguous memory location. What is contiguous memory location means? Continuous memory location. So whenever you create a variable or you create any type of variable, a memory will be allocated. And if you create another variable, the memory will not be the nearby memory for what you have created for the first variable. Definitely it will be different and it will be at some other location. But when you are going to create an array, it will take up all the variable values in the same memory location, that is continuous memory location will be allocated. So how a continuous memory is being allocated? See here, for example, if you are going to store any 10 elements, okay, normally we used to store int, if you store a variable like this, int x, okay, if you store a variable like this, int x, what will happen means that integer variable that integer variable x will be given with certain memory location, and if you declare another variable as y will be given with certain some other memory location, and it will not be the very next location of x. But when you take it to be stored in a continuous location, you have to use this array. So what is the advantages of using this array? See here, I want to store 10 values inside a single variable. Using a single variable, if I want to store this 10 values. So what happens is 10 memory, continuous memory will be allocated. The first space, second one, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 will be allocated, and the whole thing will be represented by a single variable. Whole thing will be represented by a single variable. So inside this you can store 10 values of the same data type. So what is the advantages of using an array is the array help you for code optimization and help you for random access of the variable. Okay, it helps you to retrieve or sort the data efficiently, that comes under your code optimization. And random access is nothing but can locate any data at any index position directly. Okay, now what are the different types of array in Java? You have two types of array, that is single dimensional and then known as multi-dimensional array. So what is the single dimensional array? Single dimensional array is you have to store, dimension means x axis, y axis, just you take it in that sense. You have only one row. For example, if the students are standing in a single row, then it is called as single dimension. But if you are having two row and two columns, you are representing that thing in the column wise also, then it is two dimensional array. For example, if I am inserting here okay, now so how to declare a single dimensional array in Java? So this is the syntax to declare a dimensional array in Java. So array reference variable, this is the thing, array reference variable equal to new data type size. This new keyword helps you to allocate the memory for your variable what you have created based upon the size what you have declared. For example, this is the how you have declared an array. So int is the data type of that array. A is the variable array name, and then of represent the memory what you are going to do equal to new int of, equal to new int of. So this int of 5 I have given. So what does this means it is going to declare like this: insert 2 3 4 5. So it is going to allocate like this. So the memory allocation will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 memory will be allocated, and this will be indicated with the variable a. Okay, so size of a is 5, and it is of data type, it is integer. So what you can do with this thing means you can store 5 integer values here. You can store 5 integer values here. For example, I am storing here like this: 5, 6, 10, then I am storing 25, and I am storing 2. These are integer variables, and you can store these variables over here. And you can use only a single variable a to access this values. It is enough. You need not create 5 variables to access these values. If an array is not available, what you have to do? If the concept of array is not available, then what will you do? You have to create variables in such a way that to store 5, you need one variable. To store 6, you need another variable. To store 10, you need another variable. Okay, to store 25, fourth variable, and to store 2, fifth variable. So you are going to use memory. You are going to use more number of variables, and it will be confusing for you. So for that, what you are going to do, you are going to create the array. So how will you create an array in Java? It is like this. Okay, so int data type followed by variable name, and this is the representation of array. It indicates that a is now array variable. If you have not given like this, then it represents that it is a normal variable. If you give like this, then it represents it is an array variable. And what is the size of the array? The size of the array is given here as 5. It indicates that it can hold 5 values of data type int. And how the memory is allocated? With the help of the new keyword. Okay, so how can I initialize the variable? Okay, how can I initialize? Here I have initialized a of 0 equal to 10. What is this 0? What is this 1, 2, 3, 4? They are called as index. They are called as index. So what is this index? I'll show you here. See, you have allocated here 10 location. You have allocated here 10 location.